Hey guys. Hey, how are you? Happy Monday. Probably gonna. Hey, brown sugar. Let me put my glasses on. Hey, True. How are you? Hey, Patty Guilford. Hi, Rose of Sharon. Ooh, hey, Surefire. Notification gang. Let me check these timestamps because that's always who was in here and when. Let me see. Surefire, you got in here. You was here early. Okay, Surefire she wasn't playing. She said, "I'm getting a seat in the front row." That's it. Period. Hey, Sofa Time. Hey. Did you guys know I was live over at Francois Vlogs? Were you guys over there? Okay, so Patty Guilford. Hey, Riza. Riza was over there at Francois Vlogs. Guys, I'm having granola, blueberries, sugar-free Greek yogurt, and some honey. So I'm trying to offset a little bit of the sugar, but I mean, it is what it is, right? We gotta. And why am I eating this with a fork? Hold on a second. Brown sugar, what? You said this is so sad. But this is the highlight of my day. Why would this be sad? There are some other live streams. I can assure you that it would be sad that is the highlight of your day. But my live stream should not be sad that it is the highlight of your day. I would hope that it would be a high that it's the highlight of your day. I would hope. Yogurt ice cream is awesome. Hey, Gwen. Hey, Nadia. Hey, Brown Eyed Girl. Hi, Keisha Jones. Thumbs up the live. Thank you. Hey, Beaker Patrick. Hey, Nadia. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Hi, Miss Sonia. Hi, Nikki. Nisha. Guys, I don't even know what, honestly, I'm going to be straight up. I don't know what's going on. Hey, Yvette. While I was live, I saw a video posted. Tasha posted a video talking about Olivia said that she was quitting YouTube. I doubt it. I know she was in some drama over the weekend. She's really been in some drama all week, running that mouth. But I'm not sure. Hi, Movie in Silence. How are you? Does anyone know anything about this? People say. I think sometimes people quit. They don't think it all the way out. They don't have shit else to do. We already know Olivia has, hi, Shamak, has kind of changed her life in the past, let's just say 2-3 years in terms of financial obligations. And I truly doubt that she is in a position to go get like a regular job based on her skill set. And I mean that I'm just saying, to be able to pay those bills.
You know what I'm saying? Because YouTube lets people make some money that would not make that same kind of money, period. She was working, she last, not this past Christmas, but the Christmas before last, I remember her being excited because she got a job at Subway. And, shouts out to Subway. We love Subway. But I'm quite sure, I don't know how much you make at Subway, but it's got to be $10 or less. If you make more than $10, I would be shocked, maybe 12, but I would probably be shocked. So depending on how much her mortgage is or rent and her bills, and just, I just don't see that that is a viable option. So whether she wants to quit YouTube or not, I don't know that she's selling enough lashes or anything like that to do that. So I think common sense would just say, okay, clickbait. But yeah, I've had a couple of people come into my comments since the weekend, kind of talking about clickbait and weren't really like happy about clickbait, feeling like they are being clickbaited. Hey, Ebony. Keisha. That was not on. I mean, guys, that comment could have stayed, but I mean, it would, y'all, that was nice. Yeah, because we don't want to body shame, Olivia's happy with her physique. She says she's very happy. So blueberries, granola, Greek yogurt, and Liv is mad because she got caught lying again. Yes. I saw that. I feel like I saw that when that happened. Wasn't that the night that she like put her leg up on the countertop? Do you guys remember? I think she was drunk. I think she was drunk. She had some kind of music on. Maybe it was Janae Aiko or Yiko, whatever, Janae. She was dancing around that kitchen island, and she had that little black number on. Was that the same night that she was talking about homie? I mean, Olivia to me is the type of girl that you hurt me, I'm gonna hurt you. You say something messed up, I'm gonna say something messed up. So Gerard leaves, Gerard's doing whatever he wants to do, and she's like, I'm gonna do whatever I want to do. Now, does that mean that she's actually doing it? I don't know. I think eventually she will. Because sometimes people don't know that they're being used as a pawn, right? So if she's talking to some dude and she doesn't really know that he doesn't really know that he's being used to get her husband jealous. Who doesn't know? No, I don't think they're going to divorce. They, I mean, in their way, it might not be your way, not be my way, it might not be anybody's way. It may be somebody's way up in the bushes. And I mean, we've all been through that where you've got someone, it's just crazy in love, right? And I mean, crazy in love, right? Yes, Nikki, of course. Yeah. I mean, one thing, who wants to see your girl doing the most? But then the mother of your children, and then some dude just came to my house or whatever. Yeah, that doesn't really fly. Hi, Dr. Amira. You know what I mean? So most men are not going to sit around no matter how much he wants his freedom,
He's not going to have his children, you know, and that's someone who cares about his kids. Now, you could say on the polar opposite of that, we've got Jamarcus, who once he turned his back, I mean, I guess he's like, they're okay. They got their mom. I mean, I don't know what his reasoning is as to why he doesn't check on his kids or whether he's been home or not. We just don't know. And he can reconcile that and go to sleep at night. But you got one dad that's coming home, check on his house and his kids. And then one who peaced out and hadn't been home in a year. Kels, I don't know if he loves it. Sometimes people get used to living a certain way. Sometimes that's what people opt in for, right? Sometimes people opt in for crazy. Sometimes people opt in for rowdy. Sometimes people opt in for beatings. Sometimes people opt in for lots of things. You know what I'm saying? Right? You know, people opt in for lots of different things now. And it doesn't mean that you like it. It just means that's kind of your, even in discomfort. Hey, Kiki. Even in discomfort, even in not a happy place, people get used to, sometimes people are okay in being in uncomfortable situations. That's their normal. Like for me, I'm not comfortable in discomfort. I have to be at peace. Some people are okay with that. I mean, for people who have something that happens every freaking day, do you think that they really care that something else happened tomorrow and something else happened yesterday? I mean, she says that that's what she expects. I mean, most of us women would say, you are not going to treat me this way, and this is not how we are going to live, and we are going to do something different, right? No, what she says is, well, you know, I knew this was going to happen because this is what he does. Okay, so change the behavior. How about change what you do? Forget about what he does, change what you do. So we'll see if you do something different, but just because she's out here playing around and articulating that she's big and bad and can go find, you know, some new D, that doesn't make you bad. That just makes you horny, in my opinion. Elevating Nikki. So again, you know me, I like to just go based on the video, right? So based on videos, and that's Chrissy's side. Until DeMarcus puts up a video or puts out some information, that's all we have to go on. And I don't make stuff up. So, and I'm not saying anyone else does, but what I'm saying is I go based on the video. So yes, that is what we have. But from what we understand, Steffi G has put out comments. Her people show up in the comments. If you look in my 3-minute video that I put up about the baby shower, there's somebody in there who was answering a lot of people's comments back, who I'm thinking, are you a friend of Steffi G? Maybe she is, maybe she isn't, I don't know. Hey, Queen V. Hey, I think that was it. One person said, hey, Cheryl Waz, if I didn't speak to you earlier, says that Chrissy has blocked them from seeing the kids, that maybe he's tried to, I don't know, but I'm just saying from initially leaving. So unless we have information that says otherwise, that he tried to take his kids with him when he left, or that he's tried to get custody or anything like that. I mean, at the end of the day, he's a man that left his wife, period. So when you leave your wife, your kids are behind. And from what we know is that, and what we've seen at least, I mean,
we don't know that he's been around to come pick him up. I mean, he's all the way in Colorado expecting another baby. So I don't know. I mean, okay, so we'll wait to hear his side of the story. But according to them, I mean, I don't think he's seen his kids. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't necessarily make him a bad person. I'm sure for some people would say he is awful, but what I'm also going to say is Chrissy seems to find a certain pathology in a guy of a man who will leave, someone who will give her children, and someone that she doesn't necessarily have to be bothered with after they break up. So I don't know. I mean, whose fault is that? How do you keep finding the same guy? How do you keep having the same outcomes? You know what I'm saying? It would be easy to call DeMarcus a bad guy. So I don't even call him a bad guy. He's just the guy she chose, right? Who had a history prior to her of not being with the mom, having kids, leaving them, having kids, leaving them, having more kids, leaving them. And now with another woman, he's having another kid. So this is the fourth go round. Let's see what happens. Remember, I always bring this up. Remember Neo in The Matrix? It was his sixth time in The Matrix before he realized that he started to get awake. You know, he started to awaken and realize that he needed to do something different. So it's not always the first time you get kicked in the ass. It's not always the second time. It's not always the third time. Sometimes it's that fourth, fifth, sixth time when you're just kind of like, you know, it feels a little different and maybe you want to make some different changes and experience something different. Hey, Cassandra, how are you? And what will you be eating the meatballs, sausage, and sauce with? Are you making pasta with that or potatoes, vegetables? I think the third daughter, that's the one, the guy who came to pick up in Vegas some months ago. Maybe they have some sort of a relationship. And keep in mind, one thing I will say though, we don't always know when the kids are there or not there. Those kids could be getting on trains and planes and getting in cars and getting picked up by dads, and we just don't know it. Chrissy doesn't really showcase her kids, and Chrissy doesn't like say, oh, so-and-so's not here. She's gone for the weekend with her dad. Keep in mind, I don't ever hear her say that. The one kid that we know that lives in Colorado, I mean, I think that's kind of like a no-brainer that we know that there are times where, and I'm purposely not saying names, I think there are times that we know that one child is not there because that child resides in Colorado. However, we don't know what the other kids do. Well, you know what I'm saying, Nikki? I mean, I would just be like, yeah. I mean, I think that that's the right thing to do. I mean, kids need to know who they are. They need to know their people, and that not just their mother or not just their father. They need to know their people. And I know some people are like, well, you could be dating so and so. If you forget that, that's not, you know, that could happen, but who cares about that? You need to know who your people are. You need to know your grandmother. You need to know when Aunt so-and-so opens up that photo album and you see that picture, you know who these people are. That's your history. That's your bloodline. You don't know your history. How do you repeat that to your children? I mean, it's so important, right? You know, as you can see in my home, I've got pictures all around, and maybe you just see certain pictures in here, but in our home, there's pictures of our family. So even though I live far from my family, my daughter knows who her people are. She knows what her grandmother and grandfather look like. She knows what her uncle, my brother, looks like. She's seen pictures of my grandparents. You know what I'm saying? So one day when she has children, she's not sitting around like, I don't know who those people are. I mean, what the fuck? How do you expect part of that awareness and education of teaching your kids their family gives them a respect for family? And when they meet a nice man, that's part of training, even your sons, I mean, your sons or daughters, of knowing that this is a family oriented person, whether your family is there or not. It gives them a tie to people, their ancestors, their relatives, their everything. You know what I mean? Like it's so important. But I mean, and maybe not to everyone, but to me, in the way I don't always like to fall back on and the way I was raised, because there's some people who were raised horribly and are fine, respectable people. So everyone doesn't always get what they need, but as an adult, they find it, right? But I'm saying this as the way I was raised, to have a respect and love for my family, be it people I know, don't know, will never meet, who are dead. Yeah, those kids, if they don't know their parents, that's horrible. I mean, not their parents, but their other parent, much less like their granny, their great aunts, cousins, aunts, uncles. You know, I mean, that's horrible. It's a miss. It's a true miss. Yeah, brown sugar. People always say that. The likelihood of that happening, it can happen, but just think of people who don't know their family, how sad they are, how sad it is, how much of a miss in life it is to, even though you may not see those people all the time, not know who you are and where you came from. Forget about meeting some girl with a big butt that happens to be your cousin. Hopefully you will bring that person home and then you will find out that that's your cousin. But let's just say that the kid that doesn't, because that kid has no respect for family unit because mom kept them super isolated. They never got to know their extended family. And it's not relevant to them. They don't even care that that's their cousin. Like, oh, we might be cousins. Okay, turn out the lights. I mean, does that not happen too? Okay. You got to be able to respect that. So yeah, it makes such a huge difference, guys. I don't know. Blama, I don't know if Blama's around. Normally she'll dip in and say hello. Welcome back, brown sugar. Loretta says desperation. You know what? I would be shocked, Loretta, to hear any of the three moms admit to desperation. I think they think they're that bitch. And anything that they're doing is like the flyest shit that they could be doing. And maybe for them that is because, doesn't mean that they're bad. Doesn't mean that they're fly. It just means that they don't see that behaving in a certain manner is desperate. Melanin Doc, the pods. This is my theory on the pods. If there is a pod today, that pod is in storage, and that pod has had how many months of surcharges, rent, levies, all kinds of stuff put on it, on top of whatever else they have to pay to get that thing out of restricted storage because she was evicted, right? I believe, which I don't know, and maybe somebody in Las Vegas can probably attest to this. I'm sure after a certain amount of time, those pods, those containers, that protective custody of your items that you may have been able to get like as much as possible out and then put whatever else in, and then you owe these people money. It's probably been dumped. I mean, the sad reality is that she probably lost all of her stuff. And if she hasn't lost all of her stuff, she may as well have, because that stuff is not coming back. She barely can, I don't want to say she barely can pay her bills. I don't know what she makes, and I certainly don't care. I'm not going to pay that bill for her. However, it's sad. It's very sad, because I know that children get attached to some things, you know, be it a baby blanket, auctioned off. I mean, it's very sad. It's awful. I mean, all of that furniture, when you have a household for 10, 11, 12 people, I'm saying 12, 9 children, a mother and a couple. Yeah, that's awful. That's a significant load of stuff. My daughter just moved to North Carolina from Chicago and still hasn't received her stuff from the mover. It just depends. And I'm quite sure right now with COVID, things are taking much, much longer. Brown sugar. These days, do kids even have albums? I would imagine the mother, if the grandmother, Miss Mama Cass, if she had certain possessions on top of trying to grab an infant and a toddler, and was able to preserve heirlooms, I don't know. Nisha, you know what? I think it could depend on the company. It could depend on the mode of transportation. Is it going on a rail? Is it going on tractor trailer? I think it just kind of can depend. It's sad. Just imagine, my God. Farrah gets mad if I throw out a piece of paper. Do you imagine the hurt when they lose their favorite toy or their things, their favorite sweater, their jeans, their new Jordans, or something they couldn't find? Maybe something was in the washing machine. Did they know these people were even coming? I don't know. It's all I can do is speculate, because I don't know. All we know is what we pieced together and what we saw in the episodes. All kids have at least one favorite something, and then time will go by and it'll be like, oh man, where's my, and do you imagine if she told those kids that the pod was coming? And if that stuff is still in storage, let's just say, imagine how expensive that bill is right now. And I'm just going to say this is a whole nother. Why would you spend so much money on a birthday party? And the best birthday would be that pod showing up for those kids to get all their stuff off that container. Their clothes, their shoes, their beds, their stuff, their diaries, their paintings, their watercolors, their whatever. You know what I mean? Sab. Oh, God, I'm full. I made some 4-cheese risotto yesterday. And I put spinach in it, and I forgot that in restaurants sometimes they'll make it with like mushrooms and I think sometimes they even drop shrimp in it. Oh my God, my husband and Farrah tore it up. Farrah at first was like, excuse me, guys. Farrah at first was like, I'm not interested. I don't want to touch it. I was like, it's like cheesy rice. She was like, cheesy rice. Okay, I'll try it. So I gave her a spoon. She's like, Mom, can I have some more of that that cheesy rice? And then my husband, of course, like, you know, he's like, yeah, Farrah, it's good. And she tore that up. She woke up this morning, wanted it for breakfast. But you guys know, I packed up my husband's lunch. Is this my lipstick? I guess that's it. But yeah, she was eating, she had some of that for breakfast. Oops. Okay, I guess that's not going to come out. Yeah, you know, I don't like the way this looks. Oh, that's how you do it? Have you guys been to like a Sephora or a makeup counter since all of this COVID-19 stuff? Okay, can I ask a question? I should have put a poll up. And maybe some of you guys are in here. I don't know. When you see someone at the mall, or first of all, we have a city ordinance here, and I see people breaking it all the time. And maybe these retail stores don't want to get involved in policing this whole thing. But how do you guys feel about when you see people with no masks on? This is from Sephora. How do you feel about it? Do you go up to the courtesy counter and say, I just saw someone in a blue shirt, they don't have masks on? Or are you just kind of like, I hope no one in this chat would go up to anybody. Don't do that, because if they're crazy enough to not wear a mask, all due respect, please don't take offense. I'm sorry, but there's a lot of crap going on right now, guys. If you think, if that's okay for you, then that's fine. But even if I thought that this whole thing was some kind of farce, and there's some people that the 1% of the 1% are on video cameras all around the world laughing at us, I'm not going to infect myself with something nasty, okay? If all I need to do is wear a cloth mask and look stupid to the 1% of the 1%, I don't give a fuck, because they don't care about me anyway, right? But what do you think about the people who are out here in Target and Walmart who purposely walk in and are just kind of like, I'm not wearing a fucking mask? Thank you, CC Nelson. I appreciate it. Thank you. Platinum Fox, because they're, you know what I'm saying? And I mean this, look, I don't want to offend anybody in here. If you are a non-mask wearer, a consciously not wearing a mask because you have some political, or just think that it's full of shit, like, I'm not wearing it, right? Stay away from those people, honestly, because some of those people are just waiting for a fight. They're waiting for someone to come up to them. Don't approach them. And if someone approaches you, Love Lies and Lacefronts community member or bush watcher,
because I care about you too. If you are not wearing a mask, if someone comes up to you, look at them like, are you talking to me? And keep walking. Don't confront them. Don't. If that's what you choose to do, understand you're taking a risk. And the sooner that we can wear these masks and get our numbers down, we can get our lives back, guys. I wouldn't care if I had to go outside and play hopscotch 5 times a day. If they said that 5 hopscotches a day would make this shit go away and we could get back in our cars and go back to work and live our lives and drop our kids off at a nice, safe, clean school and have all of the grocery stores in this that we want and not have to wash our hands to a raw state when your girl has eczema and my hands are so dry from washing all the time, okay? I would go outside and play hopscotch 6 times a day. I would go outside, I would draw a board, I would be like all the way to 10, throwing rocks, everything, turn around, come back in and do it again. And then do it again until this shit went away. Like, I'm almost ready to do anything. But the people that don't wear masks, I'm just kind of like, come on, guys. Get with the program. Can we not get rid of this, please? Just for your fellow man. Don't you care? Do you just not, but that's just, educate me if I'm wrong. Because like I said, I don't want to offend anybody. That's just how I feel. But feelings aren't always based in fact, right? It's just feelings. I feel like I'm just going to do what the authorities or I don't know the science behind the mask. I just know that they say it helps you not transmit and someone not get and vice versa. So it's kind of a respect and courtesy thing while we're going through this pandemic. I don't know the science behind it. I just know what I'm being told and I know what everybody's doing. So I'm going with the program, right? Can't everyone just go with the program? Can we just go with the program, please? Oh, true. I think the basics are that it's airborne. After it goes airborne, and so look at it this way, true. Someone didn't follow the rules. You know why? Because it's airborne. Someone contaminated a space that you were in. Maybe you put your hands down on something. If you didn't wash your hands right away, you could have picked up your purse. They don't know how long it's living. It's a lot. I think it's almost probably just a complicated dance out there of all of the things that could go wrong if somebody gets it, that it went wrong in the case. I don't know if you feel like you got it potentially because maybe you touched something, or I'm not sure, but that's all I can say is that's awful. And we are praying for you, definitely. But yeah, I mean, people are going to get it that are wearing masks. But I think, I don't know, if a cloth mask can catch the spillage. I mean, how many people know people who spit when they talk? And if this person is contaminated, then you've got particles. So it stands to reason that even though you can still get contaminated with something, the contamination, the spread of the germs won't be as broad as it will if you've got a paper mask or cloth mask or something over your face. I would imagine. Again, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. Yes, K Solo. Do they have you on some kind of anti-steroidal for your lungs and stuff? Like, are you taking breathing treatments? After this is over, I would love for you to tell us, when you're stronger, in a better position to talk to us and let us know, because I could almost just imagine just taking a breath. People have said it's so hard. I wash my hands like crazy. I don't even have my bag with me, but I have the hand sanitizer. That damn hand sanitizer that smells like tequila. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Do you guys know it smells like moonshine? It's like you open it up and you're expecting like Purell or something that smells nice, and it smells like damn freaking gasoline. Yes, breathing treatment. So I'm sure that helps a little bit. True, we are praying for you, okay? And again, like they say in medicine, and you guys may or may not have heard this, where science ends, God begins. And it's not to say that his hands are in, his hands are in everything, really, but we just don't know. There's some things that will never be explained. This is kind of one of these mysteries, this corona COVID-19 thing. You know what I'm saying? All we can do, I think, is just to follow, that we have leaders, we have people that we put in places for a reason, right? And if they say wear gloves, wear masks, I'm going to do it because I got a baby to protect, and I'm still going to wash my hands, even though there's probably people out here when you go to damn Target and they're walking around looking like, what's wrong with y'all? I just, I'm gonna do what they say for me to do, because at least I can say, just like you, True, said, you followed all the rules and this still happened. Um, it may have just been something out of your control. It could have been a contaminated cup. It could have been contaminated fork. It could have been, I don't know if you've been out the house. If, some of us have been to restaurants. I don't even know what they're doing at restaurants right now. Are they giving out paper goods, or like what's going on? You know what I mean? Like we don't even eat at a restaurant. I haven't ate at a restaurant. I don't know. I don't know when it's been, but I know since we've been home, well, I guess March. Because March I probably went out to lunch a couple times for work. I hear Farrah. I wonder if she's in her room. Hold on. Hold on. Guys, I hope I didn't eat too much. All of you sleevies out there know what I'm talking about. Anna, are you in here? You eat one bite too much. And guys, I didn't even eat all of my yogurt. Like literally. That brown stuff in there is organic honey. Yes, dear. How was math class?
It was good.
Hey, don't do that.
I should.
Don't, Farrah. Don't do that.
Okay.
Don't do that.
It was good. I should. I should. Cause it's good. Should.
We are always matching. Do you notice this, Farrah? Farrah, why are we always matching? Like, we always look like we're, you know how people go to like the amusement park and they have on like matching, complimenting. I did not even realize until I looked in the thing. Huh? Hi, babe.
You're the same as me.
I love you. All right, you can get your phone, okay?
Okay.
All right. Am I muted again? Okay. Alyssa, can you hear me? Alyssa, can I just say a special shout out and like a special shout out to you, and even you, and a super dope shout out to my members. Hey, Alyssa. Hey, Brown Sugar. Gwen is a member on my other channel. All my members, stand up, please. Can I get a roll call up in here? Miss True, she's a member on my other channel. Cheryl Waz. Coco is a mod. Let's see, all my mods, all my members, Life with Destiny. You guys are awesome. Elevating Nikki. Coco Love. Am I forgetting anybody? Everybody who's in here, all my mods, all my members on both channels. Guys, I appreciate y'all so much. I appreciate all of you. But y'all, just to take that extra step, I really, really, Brown Sugar, you guys are so funny. Yes, if you are a member, you do have some extra special emojis in there, which Brown Sugar is tapping into right now. Okay. Yes, the Love Lies and Lacefronts emoji. Yes, get you some, y'all. Lola's Addiction. Hey, boo. Hey. Steph M. She's awesome. Guys, one day, I'm going to invite Steph to come talk. I'm going to let you guys in on a secret. We did have a boss mode live last week. We will have another one on Thursday. Tomorrow is members only coaching chat on, Francois Vlogs. Guys, I'm so sorry. Okay. You guys know I'm a gastric sleevey, and I took one too many bites of yogurt and I'm suffering right now. But it, the one thing that I have to remind myself is it's a good thing, because that's the breaks. That's what you pay for with the surgery. Hey, Pretty Dope. How are you? Thank you for joining us. Guys, if you don't watch Pretty Dope's channel, first of all, she's got a beautiful child. Pretty Dope, I love your channel. Thank you for dropping in, and thank you for coming and dropping a comment in the chat. But I love her channel, guys. If you don't know her channel, she's so funny and she's got a beautiful child, and I really, really enjoy her channel. So if you are not familiar with Pretty Dope, check her out. Very, very cute and so sweet. I love it. But yeah, oh my God, it's like right here, and it takes a minute for it to clear out. Yes, that's what you pay for. Because, if you were the type of person, and I didn't used to sit and gorge myself. I was never that type of person to like sit and abuse my body. I'm just the type of person that I could eat a slice of bread and it's immediately going to be deposited on my hips. Okay. Yes, Pretty Dope. I love your channel, and that's a channel that I watch, guys. If you ever wonder what channels do I watch, that's a channel that I watch. I enjoy her channel very much. It's very funny, and she likes to talk YouTube streets, but she also has that mom content too, and it's fun. But yeah, that's what you pay for. And as long as you don't stretch your stomach out, as long as you don't test your tummy to the limits, you follow directions, you eat, you let that digest, you drink, you let that digest, your stomach will stay small. And those breaks that
that limitation will stay with you. So it's been 2 years since my surgery. I've lost approximately 61 pounds. If you go to my vlog channel and you are a member, I recently placed in the vault one of my first videos, and I feel like in that video I look like I was about to bust. Now, for some of you, that might be worth the money. I should put that on the $99.99 membership, the $100 membership. For any trolls out there that just want to get some good footage. But there's no shame in my game because my weight doesn't make me. I'm still the same woman, and doesn't really matter. But my point in that is you can really see the difference. You can really see the pre-surgery me versus post-surgery. Just to be more strategic with my food too. I mean, there's just times where I just know I need to eat some protein. You lost half your body weight and you went for full bypass. I decided to have kids after. So, but you were good. My husband has a cousin who she had significant size. I think she was over 300 pounds. I was in the middle 200s. I was like, right when I started consulting, I was like at 260-ish, maybe close to 270. My largest weight was when I had Farrah, which was the last visit. I was like literally 299. And when I went for my last appointment, I wouldn't even let them put me on the scale. They were like, you have to get on the scale. And I was like, no, I don't. Like, what is me not getting on the scale going to do? Like, are you going to not deliver the baby? Because I refuse. So patient refused to weigh in. Yeah, I was like, you are not going to have no fucking I can't even say it, 300 pounds. No way. Yeah, 60 is a lot. Excuse me, guys. I apologize. 60 is a lot. And so I'm getting closer to my 200-pound mark. It's just that I'm right at 5'4", like 5'3.5" I'm like 5'3 3/4, somewhere like that. So, 200 or 220 is going to look different on me than like you see Jasmine. Jasmine was what, like 270 something, and she's lost a good amount of weight. And she may even still be 220-ish or something, and she's looking good, but she's 5'8". So, weight looks different on 5'10" to 5'6" to 5'2". You know what I'm saying? So, but it is what it is. We all have our own path, and that's awesome that you lost all that weight, Brown Sugar. That's really, really good. Wow, 5'17". Awesome. Oh my gosh. So you lost half. So are you just a little over 200 now, or are you even lower than that? Well, Steph, you can do it. Yeah, exactly. For you and your situation, I think contrary to what people think is that overweight people know nothing about nutrition and nothing about dieting. We're probably some of the best dieters in the world, just because it's one thing to lose weight. It's another thing to keep it off. Yes, to lose a quick 10 pounds, reduce your fats, reduce your sugar. I mean, definitely long-term reduce your sugar. And, I wouldn't say go low fat, because of course there is nutritional value in fats. We all know this, especially for African Americans. And as we get older, you do not want to deplete your body of fats or omega-3s and things like that, because that helps your brain health, guys. And there's been studies that have correlated the loss of certain fats to Alzheimer's and dementia. So don't go low or no fat. Like low fat, reduced fat, okay. But don't go no fat, because no fat is not, you know, we need all of it, right? But we need it all in moderation. That's the main thing. And then based on your body chemistry, what works well for you. If someone who's like me, who's type 2, I am sensitive to sugars. Sugar is not my friend. Some people can tolerate sugar, period. Some people can't tolerate sodium, right? Everybody has kind of their own nutritional thresholds for things that work for you and don't work for you, right? Oh, well, thank you, Loretta. I appreciate that. And thank you. I appreciate all of you. I appreciate all of you. Coco, that is a really good thing because it's a natural diuretic. Drinking lemon water helps clean out your gut, and it returns the water to an alkaline state. Yes, Deborah. You know, aren't we all on a weight journey, on a like a food weight journey? Guys, I bought some amazing books. If you did not join us on Francois Vlogs this morning, I showcased a Dollar Tree haul. Now, I can't tell you that these books will be there. However, I purchased a ton of cookbooks from Dollar Tree, all new. Now, I don't know if there's problems with these books, if there are misprints, if there's misspellings, you know, why books end up at the Dollar Tree. I'm not sure, but they ended up in my kitchen. And a lot of them are cookbooks, and many are like low sugar option type dinners, low carb, keto, sugar-free options, low fat, low sugar, low carb, all those options, and just regular, because I cook, right? You know, I know how to not eat a starch or not eat a carb, right? If, you know, so I don't make my family eat completely the way I eat. We all like to eat relatively healthy, but sometimes, yeah, I'm making them potato salad. Sometimes I'm making them macaroni and cheese, things like that. There's just some things that just physically, no matter, even if I want to eat them, I'm only going to get to have a spoon or two. Like I was telling Nisi, I don't know if you're out here watching or not. Nisi posted some pictures up on Instagram. She went somewhere to eat and it all looked delicious. And I was just like, girl, I know you only had like about 3 bites. I don't even know who you got that big tall drink sitting there, and you got that whole meal. And I know with your sleeve, I don't think she even got a sleeve. I think she got a full bypass. I was like, girl, you're not eating that. She probably going to have about 3 to 4 bites, and that's going to be about it. Yes. Yeah. My water intake hasn't been where it needs to be, but it's getting better. You know, I go in it through spurts, but I love Crystal Light, so I kind of drink that throughout the day. But I fall short of like my 64 ounces. I probably get in somewhere like 30 to 40. I'll drink at least 3 to 4 bottles of water a day. Like, you know, these guys. But you know, it just depends. If I drink 3, then I haven't drank what I needed to. Yeah. Yeah. She's been open about that. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She had the surgery. You know, and intermittent fasting, pretty dope. I've heard that for some people, for some diabetics, it helps them along with keto. I think the intermittent fasting and keto practice. I have a friend who drops in here sometimes, and that is her practice of intermittent fasting and keto, and she's been doing that for many, many years. Yes, yeah, that's what she does, and she's been, I mean, years. So it's not even just kind of like, oh yeah, I just fell into this because, you know, lots of people are doing it. Yeah, she's been doing it for a long time. Yeah, I don't know enough about intermittent fasting other than I know that there's like a window of time that people eat. Yeah, and I mean, conscious eating is a good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because Life with Destiny, even being at a normal BMI or a BMI that's within a range out, that you're not malnourished or underweight or overweight, just from a standpoint of conscious eating. You know what I mean? Because you don't just because you have a healthy BMI sometimes doesn't mean that you can't kick certain things into gear, like Crohn's, like anything, diabetes. I mean, you just never know what can happen. So I think being aware of what you're eating, how you're eating, because we all know that there's people who are in normal BMIs who may not necessarily be healthy. So it's good that you're very aware of what you eat, how you eat, and you're conscious about what you're putting in your body. And that's at any size. I don't think that anyone should take their health for granted, whether you are normal, healthy BMI or above or below the range. You know what I mean? I don't even want to say normal because it's kind of these days it's all these body types and body situations that are going on are kind of like the new normal. Even though they may not be the healthiest normal, coming from an overweight side of the spectrum, it is what it is, right? But yeah, conscious eating is super important. Yeah, if you sip on water, that's one thing that they tell you when you're a bariatric patient is that you should be sipping all day, like never stop sipping. I do it for spiritual reasons. Okay. And so, and Dr. Amira, you are adopting. Did I see that correctly? Okay, nice. Okay, very nice. There's a girl on here. I don't know if any of you watch Lux Mommy. Her name is Amanda, and she's in Houston, Texas. And she has two very beautiful boys, and both, I think they are brothers, and that she adopted her and her husband. Nice. Okay. That's great, Steph. Yeah, that's so cool. So, yeah, I know that's a journey. So, are you close to your children being placed with you, or the children coming to be with you, or? Okay. I need to read up a little bit more on intermittent fasting because I know it's got to be more than just like not eating between, eating between 12 and 8 or something, like, is there any other science to it of the intermittent fasting? Because my friend talks about drinking, like Himalayan sea salt water, some different things, I think, to stay hydrated during her, and maybe even if she's fasting. Sometimes there are days where she just does not eat. And she's drinking some kind of a cayenne pepper something. I don't know enough about it. Mm. Yeah, I don't. I don't. Destiny. I'm diabetic, so that's why I'm like, I gotta eat. Even if I'm just eating a little bit of something, I'm eating something. Like, before I came in here, before I had the yogurt, which I didn't get to finish, I did have a couple pieces of chicken. So I had a chicken thigh, and I ate a few pieces off of that, got that down, and I did a couple of things. I think that was right after I got off live, and then I made the yogurt and the blueberries, and I couldn't even finish that. So I'm good though for a while. I think I'm gonna just make myself a nice, very cold Crystal Light, which is like a treat for me. I love it. And pack it with ice. Oh my God, it's so good. Okay, Dr. Berg. Okay, well, we should talk things. Anyone who's got anything to lend on keto, including you, Jen, if you're watching, we could talk a little keto one day. Why not, right? And see how we can support each other. And some of you who are well into the journey and may want to share some of your experience with others, I mean, certainly I think that would be very, very cool if any of you would step up to lend anything to the conversation by way of maybe even answering questions. Some of the mods, if people are asking questions to answer, maybe we could do a kind of keto or ask your questions about diabetes, or even, no sugar, options. And maybe I could be in the kitchen cooking something no sugar but yummy, because I did just buy some cookbooks, and it is nice to find some things that taste good, that are yummy, and that don't aggravate our specific situations, like my sensitivity to sugar, or maybe someone else to sodium and they've got heart problems or things like that. Because as we know that, there are just some things that if you eat them, they are not going to be good for you. Right. That's awesome. I've heard that. Hey, Black Dolly, why are you so late? Why are you late, ma'am? Hi, Jay Mullen. Guys, I posted a couple of vlogs today. The vlog I posted today, it made me smile when I posted it. And I'm going to tell you, at the end, if you watched it, and I was like unbraiding my hair and I was putting my hair up, that was this morning. I was in bed, and I finished editing it, and I was thinking what else I could put on the tail end of the video. And I was thinking, yeah, let me go get dressed, and I'm going to come in here and do like a speed clean, because I need to organize. Let me give you guys a peek. I need to organize over. Well, that's some clothes that need to go to the laundry room, but right in here, these two shelves need to be organized. Yeah. And then I have a bunch of picture frames in there. Anyway. Over here, kind of like when you look at it in the mirror, it looks kind of like suspect. Anyway, I need to organize. So everything else is good though. But yeah, I need to organize. And so I was like, maybe I'll get up and do that. And then I started fixing my hair, and I was like, let me put the camera on and do like a time lapse. And then I don't know, it just made me so happy. And I don't know, I felt like, I don't know, it made me happy. The vlog today I really liked. I don't know why, I can't tell you. Yeah. Queen V, you definitely, I mean, you'll be under a doctor's care if you get it anyway. So you just have to be careful. If you already have hypertension, you need to be super stabilized on your medication before they'll prescribe it to you. But it works. Phentermine is like the gold standard in diet pill. I mean, it's been around forever. For as much as other things like the fen, that whole debacle, Phentermine is the gold standard of diet pill. It just is. It's been around forever, and they're still prescribing it. And, that's what it is. But yeah, guys, I'm saying that to say, go check out my vlog, because it was a pleasure to kind of put it together today. And like I said, it's not always that I put up a vlog and I'm like super happy about it, that it made my heart feel good. Today, I could say, even yesterday, the whole walk in the park video that I put up, if you guys saw it, today's video made me so happy. I just thought it was really good. So if you guys have not watched it yet, go check out my vlog today that I posted on my channel. And I certainly would appreciate that if you had not watched it yet. Oh, you just learned about phentermine today? Yeah, I mean, but like I said, Destiny, that's the one. 2 men are indicted. Ooh, they finally arrested someone for killing Jam Master Jay back in 2002. What is going on with that? 2 men, so this is breaking news, guys. 2 men indicted in 2002. Oh, 2 men indicted in 2002 killing of Jam Master Jay, of Run DMC's Jam Master Jay. Law enforcement officials on Monday said 2 suspects had been indicted for killing Jason J. Mizell, also known as Jam Master Jay. Jay was 37 when he was shot in the head in his Queens recording studio. So they came to murder him, basically. Federal prosecutors were expected to announce the charges at a news conference Monday afternoon. 2 suspects have been indicted. The officials were not authorized to speak publicly and did so under condition of anonymity. Federal prosecutors were expected to announce that the charges at the news conference Monday. Jason Mizell, known professionally as Jam Master Jay, was a member of the 1980s hip-hop sensation Run DMC, behind the hits such as It's Tricky and Aerosmith remake collaboration Walk This Way. The 37-year-old was shot once in the head. Damn, that sounds like a mafia-style killing. 37, so, I mean, it was just a one-hit, boom. 37-year-old was shot once in the head in his Queens recording studio by a masked assailant. Police said at the time he left behind his wife and 3 children. This is still a developing story. How sad, right? Wow. I mean, that's 18. Who's finally talking? What happened with that? What is going on with the post office, guys? I mean, I feel like I'm so out of the loop. But the Postmaster General, Louis DeJoy, agrees to testify before the House amid the USPS outcry. Like, is the United States Post Office at risk of shutting down? Like, what is going on? Democrats have been raising alarms about widespread disruptions to the Postal Service, which some allege President Trump is attempting to undermine ahead of an election, that will see a record number of mail-in ballots. DeJoy is a wealthy businessman and longtime Republican fundraiser. The big picture: Trump has railed against the reliability of the universal mail-in voting and claimed without evidence that it will lead to a rigged election. Monday that his administration is attempting to slow down the mail and that he is tampering with the election, arguing DeJoy is simply trying to reform an agency that is one of the disasters of the world. I am just making it good. We have a very, very good business guy running it, and I want to make it, I jokingly say, but it's true, I want to make the post office great again, okay? That's coming from President Trump. Trump said on Fox News. The other side, Speaker Nancy Pelosi, has responded to what has been called a sabotage. Have you guys heard of this? Okay, artificial sweeteners, guys. Think of it this way. Well, Destiny, we've got to drink something, right? Okay, so I drink water, but I do drink Crystal Light. Crystal Light does have some artificial sweeteners, and you are correct that it can falsely elevate your blood sugars because your tongue, when your taste buds taste something that's sweet, your brain doesn't know it's an artificial sweetener. So your brain automatically starts to activate, like it would, the hormones to want to receive that sugar. So it can elevate your sugar, but the sugar never comes, right? So even though it might elevate it, it's going to spike it, but it's not going to keep it elevated, because your brain is tasting something sweet, but your body is not experiencing something sweet. You know what I mean? So that's why it elevates your blood sugar, because your taste buds are saying sugar's coming, and then the sugar never comes because there's little to no sugar in it. Trump is interesting. Yeah, there's a lot going on, guys. Guys, I think we're right at an hour and 15, and there's not a lot, to me, juicy that's going on, at least not with the three moms, So I think, is there anything else? Is there anything you guys wanted to talk about today? Yes. I mean, Destiny, I agree with you. You have to look, like I said before, when you were talking about eating and intermittent fasting and being in control of your eating and all that stuff. Yes, you have to be very much in control of what you do. Right. Yeah. I agree. I mean, I just like Crystal Light. You know what I mean? I could make tea. I could just not have caffeine, right? But it's okay. And some Crystal Light has absolutely no, well, I guess that some of them, they probably all have artificial sweetener in it. It's one of those things, like, you just kind of pick your poison, right? Wait, y'all already talked about the lost pod. Who's lost pod? Are you talking about Chrissy's pod? Is she saying the pod's lost now? I think lost as in she lost it, as in she lost her stuff. Not that she's like looking far and wide. I think it's lost as in she probably financially didn't meet her obligation to either pay fines and release it from the custody of the state of Nevada or whomever is holding on to the pod. She said they lost it. When? When did she say this? That's a lie. How do you? They didn't lose that that container is. Really? Let me tell you something, okay? As someone who rented 2 pods when I moved, so we had 2 pods. Let me check my email, because I can tell you what we had. What was that company called? Is it just called Pods? I think it's highly impossible. Those things are barcoded. I doubt. Okay, so just so you know, I'm not Pods customer care, right? October. So last year, when we moved, I had 2 pods in my front yard. There are some vlogs where you can literally see, like, it was so funny. Last year, when I was decluttering, we were actually packing, and I had 2 pods. We had one in our driveway. And then we had one in the front yard. There was a time that when I was doing outfit of the day, I was like all the way down at the bottom of the driveway. If you wondered why, it was because there was a 20-foot pod where my car would usually be parked, but I didn't want anyone to know that we were packing because of probably what happened, how I got trashed, and people like to make up stories about what my house looked like on the inside and all that kind of stuff and whatever. But and then there was one day I was doing an outfit of the day and you could see the big for sale sign in the front yard. And I was just like, oh my God. Right. But I'm saying that to say these people, at least from this company, when did we get our first pod? Hold on. So I placed an order on October 6th. Our closing date kept fluctuating. I wonder if I can still see my account. Hold on, let me see. I'm sorry, but these people were so professional, and these pods have huge barcodes inside of them or on the side of them, and they may even have GPSs. Who knows? I would imagine that would be a nightmare to lose someone's possessions. I would not be surprised if there's some sort of tracking device to prevent things like that from happening. I would almost imagine, because when you book, you have to set up your online account. So you'll talk to someone in customer service, but you still have to go sign all your paperwork in the system. Hold on. I wonder if I can't get in there anymore because my business is cleared. I'm trying to get into what was my account. I had a pod for 4 months. Well, yeah, I can't. There's too many. Let me clear out of all of my. All right, let me just go through my email. Okay, so I placed an order, and then they had me go sign a bunch of papers, right? They delivered the first pod. I think you had it. I have like, you pay for it and you can have it for like a month, and you can keep it at your place. You pay a 1 month of rent. You're renting that pod. When they drop it off, you're paying a fee. Like say you pay $50, then you pay the rent for your pod, and then you pay to have your pod picked up and delivered where it needs to go or back to the pod storage. I also, the company, let me see. They are a national company where they are transferring pods either by rail or by tractor trailer every day. How is it that so much things happen to one person? How is it that Chrissy has there's no one who is lucky enough to have such bad luck. It's just not possible. So your pod is now lost. I just don't believe it. I've got to watch that video. I'm sorry. Let me see. That's related. Is that on Chrissy or is that on Starla Omega? Did Starla Omega say that, or was that actually Strong Army Chrissy who put that bullshit up? Hold on. Okay, let me find this video. Why did I not get an alert? Oh, maybe because I'm on Friends Pause. Okay, hold on. Chrissy, My Jazzy Life. Her latest video. I do not see an alert from Strong Army Chrissy. Oh, there it is. This, we lost everything.
What's up, guys? Before we get rolling into this video, let's talk about that quarantine 15.
No, we're good on that.
I've got it. We've all been snacking and ordering. Sure to check out the link in the description box.
Oh, so she got herself a little waist trainer.
System. What's up, cousins? I want to talk to you guys about a lit family here on YouTube called Our Dysfunction.
Okay, I just want to ask, wait, our dysfunction? Okay, hold on a second.
I don't see the dysfunction, but I definitely see the fun in dysfunctional. I've watched some of their videos, and I am a new subscriber.
Is she sitting on the floor of her closet?
What it is, what it do, our dysfunctional family coming through.
Hold on.
Everybody is really itching to get that birthday vlog. Don't worry, I'm working on it. It's gonna be up probably shortly after this video. So make sure you have your post notice on.
Sometimes I gotta disconnect Destiny because the bullshit is like.
My Star Level Mega channel. So if you're not subscribed to that channel, please look in the description box down below and make sure you're subscribed and have your noties on for that channel as well. And also, just because.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I do like her lipstick. The lipstick is pretty. I don't know about the lashes are okay. I mean, I don't know. I love her lipstick and I do love the makeup beat is not bad. I don't know, are supposed to be gray or purple? Right, Tina. Right. Platinum Fox is saying the BS is on 100. Okay. Yeah. Hold on. Can I put this up on something? I hate to have to hold this up the whole time. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, can we... Let me one of my little tricks of the trade. Okay, that's better. Okay. Ooh, these videos get on my nerves sometimes. Okay, let's see what's what, guys.
I've been through the last few months. Honey, I gotta be setting up for a bigger come up, okay, or come back, whatever you want to call it. But something good has got to be happening because it's just been like boom, 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 one thing after another. Needless to say, I'm still hanging in there, and I'm still gonna be toughing it out. It's me. So I'm gonna do what I gotta do. Everybody's been asking me about my pod. Your pod. Where's your pod? Are you gonna get a pod? Did you have a pod? Is it gonna come? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, why don't you have any furniture in your house? Like, what's going on? Like, why are you sleeping on an air mattress? You're sleeping on an air mattress. That's all you can afford. So worried about my pod that people are so worried and concerned, like it's actually their lives. So I felt like, why not go ahead and update you guys as to what's going on and why exactly you
Moving in silence
or a shipment of any of my stuff here. For those of you who don't know or aren't familiar, I recently relocated from Las Vegas, Nevada.
Let me tell you, Moving in Silence has made a great point. That is so true. So since I am a homeowner, when I rented my 2 pods, I had to give them a copy of my homeowner's insurance rider. Okay. I did call my homeowner's insurance company, who verified that, yes, up to a certain amount. Also, it was sitting on my property. It had the contents going to my new home. Not that they cared about that, but it was considered a rental. Just like I've got a rental in New Jersey where I've got some things from my parents' home are covered under my homeowner's insurance policy. Even though it's in New Jersey, it's still covered under my homeowner's insurance policy. So you are so right. And if I didn't have it and I was renting, she would have that renter's insurance. So, okay, you lost your stuff. Do a claim. Okay, but then, I mean, so whatever. But yes, good point, moving in silence. Good point. We are such a smart community over here.
When I first moved, I put everything in that we owned into a pod because it was just me. I'm a single mom of 9, so I put everything into
It's just you. You have a household of. You had a household of 12.
And have all the kids. And so because I didn't have any help, I decided to do that, and it's cheaper at the time. Well, at least I thought it would be, to just do it that way and have it transported when I was ready, than to hire cross-country movers to try to move my entire goods. Now looking back, I probably should have just hired cross-country movers. It stacked up to be about the same price. It just was cheaper up front this way. This is supposed to go is when you're ready to pay for the transit, or when you're settled and you're ready for it to come. Then you call, you pay your transit fee, and then it gets delivered to your door. So finally, we get settled, we're here. I call and pay the $3,000 for my pod. When it goes in transit, from the time it leaves the storage facility to the time it gets to your door, no one really knows where it's at. They just know that it's gone, and then it's supposed to be delivered. And then you're supposed to be able to call in or check online the night before, and it's supposed to give you a 3-hour window of when it'll be there the next day. But until then, there's no tracking. You can't. I didn't know where it was, right? So I call, and basically, long story short,
what moving company, what transportation company the size of pods, PODS, doesn't know where something is? If they can track this lip gloss from Sephora and tell me what truck it's on at UPS, damn it, if they've got a tractor trailer or a flatbed with her pod on it, they know where that shit is. When they came to my house to pick up my pod, the guy scanned it. He scanned his clipboard. He scanned my pod. He scanned the other pod and put it on the truck. When they took it off, they scanned it, and I signed a thing, like a UPS handheld thing, and it registered in the computer that I said that I accepted delivery of my pods that were scanned. They had barcodes on the side. When those pods with all of my possessions on them, most of my possessions, I took pictures of my pods as they were being taken away. And they had big ass barcodes the size of my ass on the side of them. And numbers. And do you think they just willy-nilly send truck drivers out to go pick up random pods, and people aren't getting paid based on their production and job finished? So she's saying this woman is a numbskull. I'm sorry. And I said it. She's a numbskull. How can you say that they have no idea where it is after it's picked up? So you think this company just mysteriously makes money hand to mouth, like you make your money hand to mouth? Like they just all of a sudden pick shit up off the side of the road and deliver it places that they don't know where it's supposed to go, and just happen to make money? You don't think that this is a multi-million-dollar company that knows where the fuck your pod is, which is your stuff is at the dump? Is that what you're trying to tell us? Yes, moving in silence, they sure do. Yes. If she went through PODS, hold on. Because I'm trying to tell you, that's who we use. Look at all these. Congratulations on your move. Your estimated pod service window is below. 9:30 to 12:30. This is not Chrissy's mine. This is mine when I moved, Francoise. Okay. Thank you for choosing pods. Your containers, your customer number, your order number, your everything number. Congratulations. Your order's been updated. They keep in total contact with you. You can sign into your online account. Are you kidding me? Why would you say that they don't know where? Why would you say something stupid? See, the devil's in the details. See, sometimes when these people are lying, they put so much in because they just want to make sure that they are shutting down the story. But what Chrissy doesn't seem to realize is that she started doing this thing when she was 22 years old. And people have surpassed her in their level of understanding, knowledge, education, and even life. Okay. Chrissy is like, talks to people like she's still 19 years old. And she doesn't realize, girl, you're talking to a bunch of grown ass women who have homes, degrees, cars, property, have moved, have lived globally, all kinds of things. So some of the things that you're saying make no sense to somebody who has sense, okay? None. Absolutely none. This woman is unbelievable. See, that's why I try not to even go there with this. Are you kidding me? If you don't have to call us to let us know you got this message. You don't have to be there for your container delivery or pickup. While we can't change your service window for tomorrow, we can reschedule for a different day. Just call us before delivery or pickup. Please clear the area 12 feet wide, 15 feet high, and deep enough to fit the length of your container. They have a whole 800 number that's available 24/7, and you can get online to track your container. What the hell is she talking about? Okay, let's just get back to the video. My God. You guys. Oh, my God. Now, I'm just going to say this. Her foundation does look nice. Okay.
My pot is missing.
Your pot is missing.
All of my children's things in there. All of our important, sentimental stuff. All the stuff that I bought.
The lies.
Furniture, clothes, and everything. Toys, everything gone. MIA. Nobody knows where it's at. Nobody can find it. All they know right now
Nobody can find it.
And that it's supposed to be somewhere in Texas. So I don't know where it's at. And that is really kind of disheartening because first of all,
why are you not crying?
If push comes to shove and I don't get my stuff, then it is insured, I think up to like $5,000. So
$5,000, that won't cover shit for me.
I mean, that stuff was valued way over $5,000. I mean, it was a whole household full of stuff. Essentially, I'm stuck for days and days.
You've been stuck for 6 months. What do you care?
Trying to figure out where they last saw my pod. It was like checked into it was like dropped in some place and then picked up from there and nobody knows where my shit is at.
Why is it such a long trip from Las Vegas to Texas? That's like 3 states over. So you're saying your pod was on a long ass journey from Las Vegas and you paid $3,000 for them to flatbed it, and it had to take planes, trains, and automobiles to get to Texas. It's not like it was going to Maine from Vegas. It was going to Houston, Texas. Houston, Texas is a port city. Do you know it's one of the largest ports in the world in Houston? Okay. So you're telling me that some pod company couldn't get a pod on land, which either would have gone rail or gone flatbed to one of the largest ports in the world? Is that what you're telling us, Chrissy? Is that what you're saying?
Saying like it'll show up. I personally will not go with this company again. I personally am highly.
You don't have shit to move.
There's not enough oomph when it comes to my stuff.
There's not enough oomph.
But there's nothing I can really do. I've been upset about it. I've jumped up and down about it. I have screamed. I've cussed out everybody and been upset in a professional manner.
Steph, it makes no sense.
I just have to adjust this.
Wait, can I tell you something? I got to link this video for you guys. There's this girl. Her name is Stella. She's a flight attendant. Her and her husband moved from New York City to DC. Her husband, I don't know what he does, but let me tell you, she has a killer Louis Vuitton collection, including luggage, trunks, her Chanel bags, everything. So they were moving, and I can't remember the reason why she said she sent everything to her mother. But when they were packing, I think they were going to be in between the house and a hotel for a period of time. So she packed up all of her bags, all of her everything. She packed up maybe 3-4 boxes. She packed some things inside of things. Only her best, most expensive bag she packed up, she took with her. I think she had like 4 bags with her. Not her best, but she took 4 bags with her that she knew she was going to use and wanted to have with her, period. Everything else, so tens of thousands, even maybe 6-figure in cases and luggage and bags, right? She sends to her mother in Ohio. Somehow it went missing. Now, be it this was not a whole house, but probably in value, probably values as much, and this is authentic stuff, of a household of 10 or 11 people, beds, miscellaneous, all that stuff. Maybe even she had more value in her box of handbags and Louis Vuitton trunks and luggage, right? She was freaking beside herself. She said she cried for days. She has one of those nervous laughs, and you could just tell she was fit to be tied. Like she was just, all she could do was just kind of laugh, but not laugh like funny, but laugh like, I just want to die. This is all my stuff I've been collecting my life. And all I could insure it for was $1,000 a box, but I shipped everything in 3 or 4 boxes. So I'm only going to be covered like $4,000, and that won't even buy one of my bags. The look of devastation on this woman, Chrissy ought to be ashamed of herself. Like, this is some bullshit that she's talking about right now. Like, you lose all of your worldly possessions, you're going to be upset, whether it's handbags and trunks and suitcases or your baby's 6-month onesie or christening dress or whatever. I don't know. She's so full of crap.
Haven't went out and bought a whole new, I could have paid $3,000 for brand new stuff, but why would I do that when I was supposed to be, I have all of these things, dining room tables, chairs, all this stuff in storage. So, a lot of what people are talking about right now is like, oh, you have a house, you have your furniture, you're this, you're that, you sleep on an air mattress. I have an air mattress, but my air mattress is nicer than some people's beds, okay? Check my Starlet Mega page, and when I gotta show you guys my air mattress because people are obsessed with it for some reason.
I don't give a fuck about your air mattress, quite frankly.
All my kids have their beds. I'm the only one who doesn't have my bed. I bought them all brand new beds. I'm the only one. I
thought your community bought your kids' beds.
Right now, I don't know what I'm doing.
I thought them registries and cash apps and everything bought those kids' beds.
Will that happen? I'm not sure. And I've already put in a claim. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm hoping that I get my stuff. I'm hoping that it just magically shows up. Somebody calls me and figures out what the fuck up was, and they bring it. Other than that, as of right now, I don't know where it's at or if I'm going to see our things again. So that's basically how the last few weeks have been for me. I didn't really want to say anything ahead of time because it was like I wasn't sure what was going to happen. Now,
yeah, I mean, because you had CPS at your house, and you're busy. She's so full of crap. You busy with CPS. You busy screwing around. You busy getting the Kona Ice truck over there when you should be. Look, I'm not going to tell another woman how to run their household, but damn it. I don't know what to tell you. Like, girl, so much shit happens to you because you're into so much shit. You know what I'm saying? I thank God that half the shit that happens to her doesn't happen to me because I couldn't live. I couldn't. It's just too much. You know what? If she's setting herself up for a registry, good, because you know what? She she says that her air mattress is better than some of our beds. Okay. But guess what? Nobody's going to be clowning me for sleeping on an air mattress. I don't care if your bed is better than my bed. But you know what? Let's not worry about that. You're the star of the show, ma'am. They're all here to see you. They don't care what anyone is sleeping on. They care about what you're sleeping on. And you felt compelled to do a whole video explaining yourself about something that you said doesn't even need explaining. I would have been like, what the fuck do you care where my shit is? Like, since when do I have to answer to you where my mother's tea set is? Like, none of your business, okay? Hey, Marissa. Hey, Erica. Hey, Diva AF. They said 11:02. Okay, let's go.
So, suggestions. If you're moving,
stop lying.
Suggest. Now, I don't know if this is just because of COVID and everything. There's a lot. It's hard to get in touch with people, or I don't know what's going on. But I would suggest if you're doing a cross country move or move from one state to another, I would suggest you just move your own stuff if it's possible, or hire people to move your stuff, because this was a lot, and it ended up costing me far over $3,000, because before I was ready to have it shipped out, I was paying $300 and X amount of dollars, some change, a month for it to be stored. And then once I paid for the transit fee, I had to pay for redelivery. Like, I paid for the transit, but that's just the mileage from there to here. And I had to pay another couple $100 for them to bring it to the house. And then I had to pay another couple $100 for my current storage, fees and all this other stuff, like all these nickels and dimes, you know what I'm saying? So it ended up being a lot more than $3,000 in the end. People ask me all the time what they think my suggestions would be for like moving and finding places and stuff like that. And I will do another video solely just based off of moving for a couple $100 for them to bring it to the house. And then, or
girl, say what?
Stuff, because this was a lot. And it ended up costing me far over $3,000, because before I was ready to have it shipped out, I was paying $300 and X amount of dollars, some change, a month for it to be stored. And then once I paid for the transit fee, I had to pay for redelivery. Like, I paid for the transit, but that's just the mileage from there to here. And I had to pay another couple $100 for them to bring it to the house. And then I had to pay another couple $100 for my current storage, fees and all this other stuff, like all these nickels and dimes, you know what I'm saying?
What? What? She had to pay for it to be delivered to the house. So did it get delivered to the house and you just don't have shit because they threw half your shit away because you was on momcation in Houston? Like, what? Girl. How about before you move, before you do a video, don't drink. Don't smoke. Get a nap. Get your shit together. Don't worry so much about what your makeup looks like. Get your story straight, okay? Because that is, hold on, fashion, girl, a mess. Okay, let's try to understand. Let's make some sense out of nonsense one more time, okay? Can we do this? Guys, next time you have a live reaction that you want me to do, can y'all let me know at the top so I can be a little bit more prepared? But this was good, so thank you. All of you who suggested this, because I love some real-time fuckery, and this is priceless. Okay, here we go one more time. Let's try to make some sense out of this, because I would have had this up on this screen because that would have been so much better. But let's go.
I was paying $300 and X amount of dollars, some change, a month for it to be stored. And then once I paid for the transit fee, I had to pay for redelivery. Like, I paid for the transit, but that's just the mileage from there to here. And I had to pay another couple $100 for them to bring it to the house. And then I had to pay another couple $100 for my current storage, fees and all this other stuff, like all these nickels and dimes, you know what I'm saying? So it ended up being a lot more than $3,000 in the end. People ask me all the time what they think my suggestions would be for like moving and finding places and stuff like that. And I will do another video solely just based.
Can you, when you do this other video, Chrissy, can you please make an outline? Can you please get your story straight? Because that shit was a hot mess. So she said that she had to pay something for the storage fees. Then she had to pay to have it delivered. And then she had to pay her current storage. How are you paying? So maybe you did pay all of that, but now your stuff is lost. I would be looking for some refunds. They would have to pay me some money back, okay? Like, what are you talking about? Redelivery, yes. I'm going to need for you and Jasmine to enroll in the Francois Vlogs School of Communication and get your story straight school, because you and Jasmine could not literally, you know that expression, you couldn't lie your way out of a paper bag. Wait, let me put some lipstick on. Do I have some shiny shine stuff I can put in the corner of my eyes? I've never tried that effect, guys. You know, this thing that everybody does now. Do you guys do that? Do you guys know Artist Couture? Do you guys know Mac Daddy? He's a makeup beauty blogger. He's like best friends with Jackie Aina. And his name is Mac Daddy. How do you do this? Hold on. Let me get a brush. You guys have me being naughty today. I think I would need a different eyeshadow. No, it did not. This is too, let me get something else. This is too powdery. She went to Florida. Did she go see, is that where that guy lived? Oh, he's from Atlanta. Stop it, Fran. Shamax says. Do I have some eyeshadow? Ooh, okay. Let's try this. Let me try my diamond powder. Diamond powder should make it all better. Let's see. This is a look, guys. I'm sure you guys know this, but you know when you have an eyeshadow that's just too powdery, wet your brush, right? Okay. Okay, now what was I doing? Okay. I just want to hear her lie one more time.
You know what I'm saying? So it ended up being a lot more than $3,000 in the end. People ask me all the time what they think my suggestions would be for like
get your damn story straight. That's my first suggestion. Don't get up on these YouTube streets lying.
Another couple $100 for them to bring it to the house, and then I had to pay another couple $100 for my for my current storage, you know, fees and all this other, like all these nickels and dimes, you know what I'm saying? So it ended up being a lot more than $3,000 in the end. People ask me all the time what they think my suggestions would be for like moving and finding places and stuff like that. And I will do another video solely just based off of moving and how to find a place if you don't have good credit and what to learn from.
You just did a video on how to find a place and not have good credit, and you titled it How I Got My Last Place Using My Daughter's Credit, which is a crime. That's identity theft. I'm just saying. That's all. Yeah. Is this a look, right, guys? You know what? I don't think she thinks we're all stupid. Chrissy doesn't realize that she's stupid. She doesn't realize that she is not getting by on the seat of her pants anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that she doesn't understand that as she has grown up, but she only grew up into 9 children, and she really hasn't developed further and beyond that. Like, she's just been a mom. She didn't go to college. She does have a pharmacy certificate, but she doesn't do that anymore. But she never really got any education other than whatever she did whenever she went to school and got her pharmacy certificate. So people in her age group have now gotten master's degrees, have become doctors. They just, you know, they're doing lots of different things, even if they are working in corporate America, doing various different jobs, from call centers to managers to lots of different things. She's been a stay-at-home, work from home, YouTubing mom, which there's nothing wrong with that. But she has to understand the lies that you could tell at 20 years old. That's why her lies fall apart now, because her level of outside exposure to the world and to corporate environments and to different types of people outside of her, you know, just being a mommy and maybe interacting with her family and her mom and them. And like Jasmine, those lies don't work no more, boo-boo. Yes. Well, it's not even stunted growth. It's arrested development. Like, her development stopped at a certain point. Meanwhile, other people who have been watching her have gone on to do other things, whether they have far excelled in education, they maybe just have far excelled in outside growth and development from just having different types of jobs and having positive relationships and dealing with people who don't lie to you and don't abandon you and don't abuse you and don't continue to line yourself up for that over and 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 over again. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's awful. And to tell a story like this, to think that people are actually going to believe this, like, girl, you should have stopped 10 minutes ago. Hey, guys, my pod's missing. Guys, look, my house is empty. Okay, it's my house. And thank you. End of story. Grown women don't explain themselves. I wish somebody would come ask me where a fucking sofa is. Okay? Ask me. Come ask me where and what I have up in my house and see what kind of answer you're going to get. Grown women don't ask grown women that. Not where I'm from. And expect an answer. I mean, you might want to expect like a punch in the face. But bitch, don't ask me no damn questions like that. Who the fuck are you? Yeah, people are asking for shits and giggles, but when you actually thought as a grown woman that you needed to do a whole video on this topic, you didn't do anything but make yourself look dumb, in my opinion. That's all I'm saying. Like, that's just ridiculous. Like, who's running who here? Like, Chrissy loves to say how she runs shit. Sounds like you getting run up and down these YouTube streets, boo-boo. You should not care what people think. You shouldn't care. There's one thing, yeah, tell your audience, people that love and care about you, they're ready to buy you damn brand new blow-up mattresses and shit. They don't care. They don't care. This video is not for people who are her fans. This video is because she cares. Let me tell you something, guys. I'm going to give you one more minute on this. Chrissy is now a reactor. Okay. This is breaking news. Okay. Wait, I gotta do this. Don't be mad at me because I'm gonna insert an ad. Chrissy is now a reactor. And you want to know why? Do you want to know why I say Chrissy is now a reactor? Chrissy has become a reactor because Chrissy reacts on everything the reactors say. Chrissy has no content anymore. And you know why? Because she got herself so caught up in what other people think about her that she can't even put up a video anymore. All she does is react to what the reactors say. So if the reactors start talking about the pods because people want to start needling at her, here she comes with a cockamamie story about some reactors. Hey, Lakia, she's a reactor. But the sad thing is she's not reacting to other things. She's reacting to herself. When you become a caricature of yourself, when you become a mockery of yourself, when you, my dear, become a joke, it is time to change the subject, okay? If people are making you talk about something that you don't want to talk about, don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. Because you look stupid. So introducing Strong Mommy Chrissy, the reactor. I've said this for I don't know how long. Chrissy has been on the struggle bus and Jasmine, but Jasmine gets out there. Jasmine's a workhorse. Jasmine will go put on a bathing suit and go outside and take some pictures at the apartment complex for some content. Jasmine will go put those babies in a pool and film them and get on live. Jasmine knows she got to pay bills. So Jasmine does not care. Jasmine's going to work. Jasmine works. Olivia works. When Chrissy gets psyched out, she's just going to sit and play the side. She doesn't want to work. I'm not working. I'm going to punish the people. But when you punish the people, guess what you punish? You punish that pocket. Now, you can put out all those wig videos, but I saw those wig videos the other day, and those wig videos got about 5,000 to 4,000 views. Your normal videos get 4 and 5 times the views that. Nobody was here for those wig videos. The only thing those wig videos, and the wig companies are probably like, can you stop doing music videos? Like, do you actually sing these songs? You know, like, why are you doing music videos when I'm just asking you to showcase my wig? Okay. So she's, I don't know what's going on with this girl, but she's turned into a reaction channel. And the sad thing is that she's reacting on herself because she puts out every video and rarely does she not say reactor. If her community is on there, they get her to say reactor like at least 5 times. And she had to pay for their meals and hotels along the way too. That's what she said. What kind of damn rinky-dink company did you go to? Well, but at least she's putting out videos. You know what I mean? I don't know if Chrissy put anything out on Starla Omega, but last time I went over there, nothing had been posted in 4 weeks. And like I said this a long time ago. I said when Chrissy put up Starla Omega, she was trying to prove people wrong. And Chrissy doesn't like when people tell her she can't do something. So when you tell Chrissy she can't do something, that becomes her to-do list because she wants to prove people wrong. She wants to be right. She doesn't like to be told she can't do something and that she's going to fail or whatever. And I don't know whoever said that to her. I certainly did not. But what I said is that you can't make people's doubts your to-do list. Like, you should not be trying to sing and dance and do you should not be trying to do a dance around trying to prove to me who you are. Don't prove to me, show me. So if you're showing people who you are and the woman that you are and who you're made of, you're not going to be making my doubts your to-do list. You're going to be just living your damn life and doing your damn thing. Now, if you don't have a pod with belongings in it, that's fine. I don't care. I got my own shit. If you're comfortable living with nothing and you lost all your worldly possessions, boo, that's fine because I'm not buying you nothing. LX3 already sent you $50. That's where we're at on that. Well, Dr. Amira, you and everybody else. I think that she had a particular style. I'm not even going to say brand. She had a particular style of channel that she called a family channel, but it's always been basically like a mom-centered channel. It's never been a family channel, but it's a mom-centered channel, mom-centered content. When she went Starla, hey Kels, when she went Starla, I think it was a bit much for some people. And I think when you're getting the husbands and the boyfriends not wanting their women to watch your channel anymore, that's pretty sad because nobody wants their housewife to turn to hoe, right? So when you're watching, nobody wants their woman getting ideas about how to live. And if this is how your girl Chrissy behaves, and they're not really sure, because these are influencers, your viewing becomes stuff that maybe you can't watch now in front of the family anymore. And it's just kind of like, you kind of lost me. A lot of women said Chrissy lost me when she started doing certain things. You know what I mean? And there's nothing wrong with what she's doing, but for someone who's a mom channel, ex-family channel, or whatever, it just went a different way. And I'm all for a woman being a woman, but I think that it needs to seem cohesive and it needs to seem like a method to the madness. And I think that Chrissy, if you are truly a grown-ass woman will tell other grown-ass women, back up, and my business is my own. And when I'm ready to talk to you, I will. And if I don't feel like telling you that we're sitting on the floor in my living room, then that is okay. You know what I mean? Because there's plenty of people sitting on the floor in their living room, right? And it's okay. You giving a cockamamie excuse about some unbelievable story about how pods don't do business is an insult to your audience because, girl, you sound dumb. Yeah. So that's all I'm saying. Anyway, guys, it's been 2 hours and it's been awesome. It's 3:00. And I'm going to I think Farrah is probably all up into her phone. That's why I haven't heard from her. But I'm going to go spend some time with her. I told her that we would make cookies when she finished school today. So I'm going to go get on my mom stuff. And you'll probably see that in next week's vlog. See us mixing up some dough. Kels, do you like my little corner homage to Strong Mommy Chrissy? Did I do a good job? It's very light, but can you see it? Kels? These girls are ridiculous. Who? Oh, thank you, Kels. Thank you. That she hired an assistant. Who hired an assistant? Thank you, pretty dope. Thank you. Bye, LD. Thank you for joining us. Guys, everyone who joined us today, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you know what? Next Wednesday, if you want to do another live reaction, let me know. Holla at your girl, because these live reactions are kind of fun. Because if I haven't seen the video, I mean, yeah, you're getting like the raw and uncut. All you beautiful people, let me see. All you beautiful people in the chat room, have a great day. Thank you, Deborah. Thank you. That is so, and you, beautiful lady, have a wonderful day too. We appreciate you. Lukia. What assistance? And what is she paying them? Cheerios? What? Dr. Amira, you like the live reactions? Oh, Ms. Molly, you like my glasses? Thank you. You guys are sweet. Girl, she must be paying Cheerios and scrambled eggs. Okay. Basically, she's paying food. I don't know. Okay. Is Rojo her assistant? Is it Rojo the rapper? My God. Guys, let's go before we get in trouble, because they're going to run us. They're going to come running down the YouTube streets with pitchforks and the sea hags, the trolls, and girl, all them goody goo-goos going to come running down the street after us after we've been talking about Strong Arm and Chrissy, so we better get going. Anyway, yeah, let me go ahead and clean my makeup brush. Let's see. Y'all be easy. Yes. Be easy, y'all. And I'll see you all Wednesday. I'm sure I'll see you before then. I got to put up another couple of videos that I'm working on. So y'all watch my vlog. It's posted in my community tab. Today I posted one, and it's, like I said, it made me smile. It was very good. Hi, from Brazil. Yeah, she's paying false lashes. Guys, y'all have an awesome day. Go watch my vlog. Guys, don't forget, if you want to become a member, hit that join button. Go into my description box and you can join too. You can be part of member chat and this the member community. You know, ask one and they'll tell you. Bye, guys. Love you. Bye, Erica. Oh, Erica. Erica is so fun. Erica, I will see you in the comments. Erica is one girl. I love Erica. Erica is very active, and Surefire. Some of you guys are so active in the comments. Gwen, Cheryl Waz, Media Hobbyist, Platinum Fox. You guys really get in there and comment, and I appreciate it so much. I love I love the back and forth and all of that. So I certainly appreciate all of the interaction. You guys are awesome. Anyway, have a good evening. I will talk to you later. I'll see you on Wednesday. Bye, guys. How do I stop this thing? I always forget. It's like, okay, how do you stop the live? Oh, guys, my, there it is. Okay. It doesn't matter. Bye, guys. If you didn't like this live, like the live, please. Thank you. Bye.